programs which would help them to meet their daily needs. For a long time, we have had such programs not only for survival, but for organizational purposes. Now, we not only have a breakfast program for school children, we have clothing programs, we have health clinics which provide free medical and dental services. We have programs for prisoners and their families, and we are opening clothing and shoe factories to provide for more of the. We recognize that in order to bring the people to the level of consciousness where they would seize the time, it would be necessary to serve their interests in survival by developing programs which would help them to meet their daily needs. For a long time, we have had such programs not only for survival, but for organizational purposes. Now, we not only have a breakfast program for school children, we have clothing programs, we have health clinics which provide free medical and dental services. We have programs for prisoners and their families, and we are opening clothing and shoe factories to provide for more of the. We recognize that in order to bring the people to the level of consciousness where they would seize the time, it would be necessary to serve their interests in survival by developing programs which would help them to meet their daily needs. For a long time, we have had such programs not only for survival, but for organizational purposes. Now, we not only have a breakfast program for school children, we have clothing programs, we have health clinics which provide free medical and dental services. We have programs for prisoners and their families, and we are opening clothing and shoe factories to provide for. We recognize that in order to bring the people to the level of consciousness where they would seize the time, it would be necessary to serve their interests in survival by developing programs which would help them to meet their daily needs. For a long time, we have had such programs not only for survival, but for organizational purposes. Now, we not only have a breakfast program for school children, we have clothing programs, we have health clinics which provide free medical and dental services. We have programs for prisoners and their families, and we are opening clothing and shoe factories to provide for more of the. We recognize that in order to bring the people to the level of consciousness where they would seize the time, it would be necessary to serve their interests in survival by developing programs which would help them to meet their daily needs. For a long time, we have had such programs not only for survival, but for organizational purposes. Now, we not only have a breakfast program for school children, we have clothing programs, we have health clinics which provide free medical and dental services. We have programs for prisoners and their families, and we are opening clothing and shoe factories to provide for more of the.
I think I got it. Yeah, I think I added it.
And then that's PowerPoint 1.
All power to the people. Welcome to the Bobby Hutton Political Education course. Each week, students will be assigned readings and videos to study and will convene once a week to discuss the material, interpret and break down the core concepts, questions and answers, and prepare for next week's study materials. Remember that taking notes can be really beneficial, even audio ones. And don't be afraid to ask for help. We're all in this together. Each week, you're encouraged to bring the following: quotes from the material, questions you have, your interpretation of the material, core concept, revolutionary spirit. The first duty of a revolutionary is to be educated. To be a Panther, we must understand our history, our political line, strategies to overthrow our oppressors. Upon completion of the political education program, graduates will become members of the UPM, United Panther Movement, receive recognition, and be encouraged to begin organizing in their local communities.
Click on banners and put Click on here, show. All right, go to comments, and then you can start reading. Any condemnation. It's at 6:57. That's where we stopped.
6:57.
6:57. Co-founder of the Black Panther Party. To many people.
All right, so look, we're continuing Black Capitalism Reanalyzed by Dr. Huey P. Newton. We stopped it at 6:30, let's say 6:32 last week. We're going to continue from there. Yeah, we're going to try to listen to the rest of it. What is it, about 12 minutes left? I think it's about 12 minutes left of it. We're supposed to listen to all of it last week, but we discussed it. We discussed a lot of the material. We're going to try to go for an hour. Let's see if we can get it all in. I'm going to play a couple of minutes at a time. Then I'm going to come back and we can talk about it. All power to the people. Hey, how you doing, Jeremy? Just nod your head.
Black control of another one of the institutions in the community. We see within this characteristic the seeds of the negation of Black capitalism and all capitalism in general. What we must do then is increase the positive qualities until they dominate the negative and therefore transform the situation. In the past, the Black Panther Party took a counter-revolution position with our blanket condemnation of Black capitalism. Our strategy should have been to analyze the positive and negative qualities of this phenomenon before making any condemnation. Even though we recognize, and correctly so, that capitalism is no solution or answer, we did not make a truly dialectical analysis of the situation. We recognize that in order to bring the people to the level of consciousness where they would seize the time, it would be necessary to serve their interests in survival by developing programs which would help them to meet their daily needs. For a long time, we have had such programs not only for survival, but for organizational purposes. Now, we not only have a breakfast program for school children, we have clothing programs, we have health clinics which provide free medical and dental services. We have programs for prisoners and their families, and we are opening clothing and shoe factories to provide for more of the. When the Black capitalist contributes to the survival programs and makes a contribution to the community will give him their support and thus strengthen his business. If he does not make any contribution to the survival of the community, the people will not support him and his enterprise will wither away because of his own negligence. By supporting the community, however, he will be helping to build a political machine that will eventually negate his exploitation of the community, but also negate his being exploited and victimized by corporate capitalism. So we will heighten the contradiction between the Black community and corporate capitalism, while at the same time reducing the contradiction between the Black capitalist and the Black community. In this way, Black capitalism will be transformed from a relationship of exploitation of the community to a relationship of service to the community, which will contribute to the survival of everyone. Black Capitalism Reanalyzed, Part 2, Practical Application, August 9th, 1971. We recently participated in boycotting Mayfair Supermarket. Mayfair, located at 61st and Telegraph Avenue in Oakland, California, is located in the Black community, but had the audacity to purchase alcoholic beverages from companies that excluded Black truck drivers. The California State Package Store and Tavern Owners Association, an organization of Black-owned small retail liquor stores and taverns, initiated the boycott of Mayfair, and the Black Panther Party joined them. We closed Mayfair in 4 days. The major businesses of Blacks are liquor stores, taverns, mortuaries, realty, barbershops, beauty parlors, and barbecue pits. Victims all with concomitant positive and negative qualities. The Black Panther Party is a community-wide intercommunal force. We want to organize Black businesses so that while making a living themselves, They may also serve the Black community that gives them their small profits. We want them united. We want them to act in unison. We want them to use a common bank in order to give themselves more economic muscle. If they are strong, they can better serve the Black community. Why then, you may ask, is CalPAC now a boycott target? We feel that we must organize the family first so that we may go out and seek that which is due to the family. In order to do this, we must build a solid foundation through a community-focused Black United Front. We cannot afford the luxury of individualism. The idea of Black individualism is sheer madness, impotence personified. The Black Panther Party has community survival programs that must have the support of those who are able to help. Support of these survival programs will build a strong Black community. In order to unite the Black community and in order to establish a positive, complementary economic linkage between the completely destitute and those who have a few pennies, we will first persuade through petition, then through the boycott when necessary. We see very little difference between Blacks who make profits from the Black community and refuse to contribute to Black survival programs, and the white profiteers such as Mayfair.
All right, let me stop you there for a second. If you're just joining us, we're listening to Black Capitalism Reanalyzed by UP Newton. Most people think these conversations we have in the community, in our communities now, are new. This conversation of the responsibility for the of the corporations. And remember, UP Newton is talking in the 60s, 50s, 60s, early 70s. And back then, the communities that he was in were all Black. A few seconds ago, they told you everything that they're doing was intercommunal. I mean, today in our communities, it's rare that you find communities that are all one race. I mean, in all our communities, we have different people in the community. So they're talking about how you hold the corporations in those communities accountable to the community. I know we all hear a lot of people saying this is a Black business, buy this, buy Black. An individual person, like they just said just now, an individual person owning an enterprise, owning a business, is whether they're Black or white, it doesn't really matter. It is how they treat the community that really matters. So Black people can be just as cruel, as savage as a white capitalist. It's the same thing. The responsibility of the community is getting that business to take care of the people in that community. Just like they're profiteering of the community, they should be giving back to the community. That's what UP Newton is trying to explain right now. So even though our communities are not all Black now, there are people living in those communities. Now, so like, let's take it to the macro level. Everybody in that community, if you want to get a handle on capitalism, on the exploitation of capitalism, you must understand that these businesses in our communities are there to serve the people. And if they're not serving the people, then the people shouldn't be entertaining them. Whether they call themselves Black business, whatever they want to call themselves. If they're not there giving back to the community, nobody in the community should be supporting them, whatever they call themselves. And like, we need to say this again. An individual person owning a commune or a store, a business, that doesn't make that business a Black business. Just because you got it. I mean, like, but that's a trick they try to play on people that don't know any better. They be like, come shop Black, come shop with Black people. So we go there, we patronize your store, whatever you got, we buy the stuff for you to go live in a whole different community. Help pollute our community. Pay nobody, pay people. I went to a restaurant. Like, I went to a restaurant with the family, and we went and we paid for our food. Our food came up to like $2 something. And then I had to pay the waiter, the person I was waiting at our table, the gratuity came up to like $50. So I'm sitting there like, I really just paid for this expensive food that they taxed me for. And now I have to pay $50 for the person that waited on us. The person that owned that business didn't pay nothing. I'm actually paying for them now. I'm paying for them to have a waiter. We pay for everything because we don't have control of these institutions. These institutions are under the control of people that don't even live in our communities. They don't care about our communities. I mean, like, that's why they can have politicians pay politicians, fund politicians the right policies, and make it a reality that I go pay for food. I buy food, feed my family, we eat, and I also have to pay the waiter. And we was there for less than an hour, and I gave the waiter like $50. Yo, to me that was too much. Like it shouldn't be coming out my pocket. I'm not saying the waiter shouldn't be getting paid, but it should not be coming out my pocket. I just paid for the food. Now I got to pay for the waiter too. The waiter might as well have just came to my house and cooked, and I ain't even leave.
We only ask a nominal continuing contribution from CalPAC as a group. They may set the amount, but we feel they must contribute something on a continuing, predictable basis as long as the need exists. We do not want Black businessmen to go out of business, which is why they and no one else must decide what they are able to contribute to survival programs. If they go out of business, they cannot help the Black community. But if they refuse to help the Black community, they are parasites that must be forced out of the business through economic boycott. Why should the Black community nourish a Black profiteer who has no concern for his brother? During the latter part of June 1971, the Black Panther Party held a series of meetings with CalPAC Package Store and Tavern Owners Association and asked their continuing, voluntary, self-determined in terms of the amount, support of survival programs.
Oh my God.
Support of these survival programs will build a strong Black community. In order to unite the Black community and in order to establish a positive, complementary economic linkage between the completely destitute and those who have a few pennies, we will first persuade through petition, then through the boycott when necessary. We see very little difference between Blacks who make profits from the Black community and refuse to contribute to Black survival programs, and the white profiteers such as Mayfair. We only ask a nominal continuing contribution from CalPAC as a group. They may set the amount, but we feel they must contribute something on a continuing, predictable basis as long as the need exists.
All right, so let me pause it from there, because we talking about building these survival programs in our community. If you don't have the survival programs, if you don't have nothing in the community to serve the people, how can you save anybody that all people that are dead? You have to be able to continuously serve the community. And where do we get these resources from to serve the community? Everybody in the community is going to basically the same spaces to get resources from. The same spaces where we spending our dollars in the community, we should be going to those spaces and asking them to help out the programs that we have in the community that's serving the community. Like it's really basic. And if those institutions refuse to help out, then we don't go into those businesses anymore. But all of that start with organizing the people first. You have to organize the people first to have a certain amount of people in the organization that you can go to these spaces and make demands on them. Like if I walk up to Home Depot by myself and I go there and I'm telling them like, yeah, man, if you don't give me no money, we're not coming to shop here no more. They're looking at me like, yo, you by yourself. Like nobody cares. So what? But if you go there with 100, 200 people, 300 people, and you've organized that many people in the community to be able to make a stand like that, they have no choice but to bend the knee. It doesn't look good for them. I mean, so that's what he's trying to say right here. That's what UP Newton is trying to say right here. These businesses in our community that we all go to, like if you live in, let's say I'm in Newark, New Jersey. I live in Newark. There's a corner store, there's a liquor store, there's a something store, there's something on every single block. Like these people are like leeches. They're everywhere. They're sucking the blood. Like every dime you have, there's somebody, even a church on every corner. These people are the ones that are supposed to pay into building these institutions in the community to serve the people. If they refuse to help to join in on building and maintaining these institutions, the people in that space no longer needs to support them. It's really simple to me. It's not even difficult. It's easy. But you got to first organize the people. That's where the hard work is at. The hard work is in organizing the people, finding people in the community that you're going to stand with to try to get the corporations to do what you need them to do.
We do not want Black businessmen to go out of business, which is why they and no one else must decide what they are able to contribute to survival programs. If they go out of business, they cannot help the Black community. But if they refuse to help the Black community, they are parasites that must be forced out of the business through economic boycott. Why should the Black community nourish a Black profiteer who has no concern for his brother? During the latter part of June 1971, the Black Panther Party held a series of meetings with Calpac Package Store and Tavern Owners Association and asked their continuing, voluntary, self-determined in terms of the amount, support of survival programs. After a series of meetings, Calpac was steadfast in its single offer of bread, milk, meat, and eggs for the free breakfast program. They said they would not contribute on a continuing basis. They wanted to make a payoff, which we rejected. We are not extortionists. We explained that a continuing trickle of support is more important to the community than a large, once-only hush-mouth gift. We will not be paid off. We will not be quiet. We will not go away as long as there is one hungry child, one barefoot person, one medically neglected individual, or one brother or sister without a winter coat. Mr. Will Boyette is the president of California State Package Store and Tavern Owners Association. He has 2 liquor stores, one at 25th and Grove Street, the other at 54th and Grove Street. We ask you not to shop at these stores. Mr. Boyette has given no positive leadership to Calpac. He has been negativistic and has suppressed those members of Calpac who are now and have been supporting survival programs as individual businessmen. They have not been able to contribute through Calpac because Mr. Boyette and other parasites in Calpac have refused to allow participation through a united front. Please do not shop at Bill's liquor stores on Grove at 25th Street and Grove at 54th Street. We invite all community people to come out and join the picket line at 54th and Grove Street between 6 a.m. and 2 a.m. daily. Come and stay a few minutes or as long as you wish. It is our united duty to build a strong community. We will continue to boycott until Mr. Boyette changes his mind. Excerpts from War Against the Panthers, 1980. Use of democratic reforms by the party to build community institutions. The Panthers, despite their explicit repudiation of democratic capitalism as a system that was inherently incapable of permitting Black and poor people from enjoying full and equal participation in it, did not eschew democratic means of reform, nor did they discourage Black capitalism. To the contrary, from its very inception, the party utilized existing legal machinery in order to bring about social change and encourage indigenous Black financial enterprises. In addition to the legal police patrols already mentioned, the party frequently filed civil lawsuits seeking relief for its members and Black and poor people generally from various injustices. The Panthers also turned to the ballot box, first by running members for mayor and city council in Oakland in 1972 and 1974, and coming surprisingly close to victory. In 1976, party involvement was admittedly credited by 2 successful Black candidates for their elections to the offices of mayor of Oakland and supervisor of Alameda County, the first 2 Black persons to be elected to these positions in Oakland's history, despite a sizable Black population that had resided there since World War II. Moreover, the party incorporated some of its main survivor programs, such as its Intercommunal Youth Institute and Seniors Against a Fearful Environment, SAFE. The Youth Institute, a school for more than 100 party and other children from the 1st through 8th grades, was incorporated as the Educational Opportunities Corporation. SAFE was an escort and busing program in which young Blacks took seniors out into the community, a combination of Black and gray power that to some extent provides both groups what they need and desire. People power.
Um, I want to say something. I don't want to go too far past it. Yo, he just told you that some Black Panthers tried to get into the electoral process. They ran for office because, like, most people think you have to just start from the beginning, like you have to start everything from the ground up. No, like if you go back and study in history, you go back and see what other people have done, you could see clearly what not to do. By going through the electoral process, this is not it's not a new phenomenon. It's not new at all. And to me, I'm surprised, I'm shocked that they even went that process to go through the electoral process. Because when I'm listening, we're not on this, but it's another there's another paper that UP Newton wrote where he was saying there were no more nation states. He was talking about there were no more nation states. Like these states don't defend the people. They don't serve the people all around the world. There are no more nation states. That's why he said we had to do intercommunalism from community to community. We had to work together because he believed there are no more nation states. If you don't believe there are no more nation states and all these government bodies are by and large corrupt and they don't serve the people, then why are you running in elections for? Like that's what I would have said when we were sitting down about to like do whatever they're about to do about running candidates. If you don't believe like this, the institution that we're going into serves the people, why are you going into it? And how did it turn out? Because we in 2026 now. We could look back. They lost. After all of that they did, they lost. And after they lost, that was the end of the Black Panther Party back then, by and large. They had spent all their energy, all their effort, all their money into trying to run for elections, giving away free food for people to vote for them. Instead of staying in the communities, serving the people in the communities, and trying to work to build the institutions in the community to serve the people. I often hear a lot of people say, I used to be a Panther back in the day. Why you're not a Panther anymore? What changed? Your philosophy changed? The theory of Pantherism changed? Or you changed? Because like being a Panther is a way of life. Like serving the people, working for the people is a way of life. I mean, it's who you are deep down inside. So how can you say, yo, I was an ex-Panther? I can't even fathom that. People that are really serious and sincere about transforming society. This is the rest of your life. This is the path that we have chosen because we understand there are no more nation states. So like just now, they told you about the electoral process that they went through the electoral process. They did all of that, but they're going to go more into it. Let me let them finish a little bit because I do want to get through this part of the paper.
The device of incorporation allowed both survival programs to avail themselves of tax-deductible contributions and some limited government benefits. The party also advocated growth of indigenous community businesses, even though they were capitalistic. This is because the party recognized that Black capitalism has come to mean to many Black people control of another one of the institutions in the community. This positive quality of Black capitalism should, the party felt, be encouraged. Since the people see Black capitalism in the community as Black control of local institutions, this is a positive characteristic because the people can bring more direction and focus to the activities of the capitalist. At the same time, the Black capitalist who has the interests of the community at heart will respond to the needs of the people because this is where his true strength lies. So far as capital in general is concerned, the Black capitalist merely has the status of a victim because the big capitalists have the skills, make the loans, and in fact control the Black capitalist. If he wants to succeed in his enterprise, the Black capitalist must turn to the community because he depends on them to make his profits. He needs this strong community support because he cannot become independent of the control of the corporate capitalists who control the large monopolies. The Black capitalists will be able to support the people by contributing to the survival programs of the Black Panther Party. In contributing to such programs, he will be able to help build a vehicle which will eventually liberate the Black community. He will not be able to deliver the people from their problems, but he will be able to help build a strong political machine which will serve as a revolutionary vanguard and guide the people in their move toward freedom. A practical application of the party's view toward Black capitalism and the use of legal means of reform occurred in Oakland, California in 1971. A group of small Black-owned retail liquor stores and taverns asked the Black Panther Party for support in a boycott against Mayfair supermarkets because Mayfair purchased alcoholic beverages from companies that excluded Black truck drivers. The BPP joined in the boycott, and within a period of days, Mayfair ended its discriminatory practices. The party then asked a group of Black businessmen who had solicited party help to make a nominal, continuing contribution to one or more survival programs. The businessmen who had approached the party initially through an organization called California State Package Store and Tavern Owners Association, CalPAC, declined to contribute except via a single gift. The party rejected CalPAC's offer, stating, "A continuing trickle of support is more important to the community than a large, once-only hush-mouth gift. We will not be paid off. We will not be quiet. We will not go away. Why should the Black community nourish a Black profiteer who has no concern for his brother?" It was considered important to the party's concept of building community institutions that contributions from the Black businesses not only be continuing, but that they come from the association representing them. This would, in the party's view, constitute participation through a united front and build CalPAC as a community institution along with the survival programs. Since the party had been asked for assistance in the Mayfair boycott by representatives of CalPAC, it also followed logically that CalPAC should support the survival programs. When CalPAC refused, the party called for a boycott of the liquor stores of the president of CalPAC, Bill Boyette, and picketed the 2 liquor stores he owned. 5 months later, CalPAC and the party reached an agreement. Congressman Ronald Dellums, who helped negotiate the settlement, announced at a press conference in January 1972 that an agreement has been reached of great importance to all of the people in the Bay Area and, in particular, the Black population of this area. This agreement between the Black Panther Party and the Ad Hoc Committee for Promotion of Black Businesses officially ends the boycott of Boyette's liquor stores by the Black Panther Party. The United Fund of the Bay Area, Inc., sponsored and created by the Ad Hoc Committee for the Promotion of Black Businesses and CalPAC liquor dealers, has already begun the task of collecting funds from Black businesses and individuals for programs of special need in the Black community. Operating as a nonprofit social vehicle for the Black community, this new organization will make disbursements to various significant organizations in the Black community on a regular and continuing basis. Among the programs that will benefit are the survival programs of the Black Panther Party. This willingness by the party to use democratic means of reform to support Black capitalism was criticized by some as inconsistent with the Panther ideology of revolutionary intercommunalism. This is partly because progressive people quite correctly observe that it is very clear upon reflection what function law serves within any culture. It protects the culture's ideology. Under capitalism, it protects property, the men who own it and guard it. From this observation, it is only a brief inferential step to the conclusion that because law is a product and perpetuator of corporate interests in this country, it cannot be a force for significant socioeconomic change. But while this conclusion is logical in a mechanistic sense, it is illogical and therefore wrong in a dialectical sense. According to the materialist conception of history, the ultimately determining element in history is the production and reproduction of real life. If somebody twists this into saying that the economic element is the only determining one, he transforms that proposition into a meaningless, abstract, senseless phrase. The economic situation is basis, but the various elements of the superstructure, political forms of the class struggle, constitutions established by the victorious class, judicial forms, and even the reflexes of all these actual struggles in the brains of the participants also exercises their influence upon the course of the historical struggles, and in many cases, preponderate in determining their form. Frederick Engels, Letter to J. Block. In sum, the Panthers combine a unique blend of elements that set them apart from traditional civil rights and minority organizations. A revolutionary ideology that argued for the necessity of fundamental socio-economic change, a practical series of survivor programs that served the community and fostered institutional growth and consciousness, and a willingness to employ creative legal means within the democratic system to achieve their ends. It was these unique elements that made the Panthers popular with many blacks and at the same time a nemesis to the federal government.
All power to the people. Hey, I'm about to bring you up, Jeremy.
What? I wasn't ready for that.
Hey, all power. Hey, how come on Facebook there's a lock under my name? Like I don't think anybody else can see it on Facebook. Like, how do we remove that? If you know, 'cause I'm looking at it on Facebook under my name. There's a lock on there, so I don't think anybody else can see the live.
I'd have to look at your Facebook page.
Yeah, shit. But anyway, now we'll figure that out. But,
All right.
but just then on that last part, what he was talking about, you can't change nothing if the people are not organized. Or you left already, Jeremy? You can stay up here. You ain't got to go nowhere.
All right, I'm here. What's up?
You good. Yeah, you're no, but I'm like I was saying, because we got another I think what is it, another 20 minutes of this to go?
Yep.
Yeah, the conclusion is like another 20 minutes, so we'll listen to that next week. But this part that we listen to is basically UEP Newton talking about capitalism, like black people being capitalists. It's the same as white people being capitalists. A capitalist is a capitalist. And he's saying like in the world that we live in, when you go outside, it's a capitalist reality. You have all these businesses in the community because we live in a socio-economic reality. You cannot snap your fingers and change everything. But he's saying these programs that we build and these things that we're doing in the community, we have to go to these businesses and try to get these businesses to be able to fund it. If these businesses want the community to go in there and buy the stuff that they have in there. I mean, it seemed logical to me. It makes sense to me. I mean, I like from my experience in doing it practically, when we've gone inside the stores to ask people, ask the people that work in the store to donate to the stuff that we're doing in the community, they're hesitant.
Mm-hmm.
They're hesitant to do it. They think they're being scammed, or they just don't want to do it. And I got to the point where like I don't like asking nobody for anything. So we just fund everything on our own. But if we taking the advice of people from the past, of our ancestors, they're telling us you have to go into these spaces. So we have to go into those spaces and find, like we have to have people in our organization, like that's what they do. Mm-hmm. What they do is go into these institutions to get the resources, to ask them for the resources, while you have people somewhere else organizing the people. So if they go inside these stores and they ask them for help and these people refuse, then they come back and tell us. Then we organize to whatever, to have a protest or rally, go by their businesses, and then have a rally out there and tell the community, they refuse to help out with the after-school program. They refuse to help out with the food program. They refuse to help out with the housing program. We don't think you should support these people. I mean, but like that works hand in hand together. You can hold these institutions accountable if you haven't organized the people and if you haven't put these survival programs in the community to organize the people. I mean, and as activists, these are the conversations we should be having in our organizations. How are we going to fund what we're doing? How do we erect these institutions in the community to be able to serve the people? I mean, so it's like these are all thoughts and ideas and theories, philosophies that people before us, thousands of people before us, already conversated, thought about, wrote about. Part of going to political education is to go back and open the books, dust them off, read the dust off, and go read and study what people from prior generations did. I mean, that's why political education is so important. Yeah, I know, like, it's not exciting, it's not fun. There's no Cardi B up here twerking, shaking her ass and shit. I'm not making jokes and shit. Like, it's not ha 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 ha. But understanding this, like, just because you black, like, that don't mean your business is a black business. It's a capitalist institution.
Mhm.
I mean, so it's like you have to know that, because in today's world, you hear people all the time. Hey, yo, support my business. I got a black business. Yo, we need the president to send down federal monies for black businesses. There are no black businesses. There are no businesses here that take care of black people. There are no business anywhere, no black business anywhere that I know of. They may be, because there's no absolutes, but there are no black businesses anywhere. Just because you have a business and you black, that don't make that business a black business, because we all don't benefit from you eating there. Like, it's an old saying, what you eat don't make me shit. It's real. It's real talk. What you eating don't make me shit. So, like, if you sitting there, you talking about something, you'll support me because I'm black and I got a business. Everybody around you is starving. People around you can't afford a place to stay. The children not getting educated, malnutrition. There's no food. They're starving. But we should all come to your store so you could live in the suburbs with a pool and a fireplace. Yo, you a selfish bastard. I mean, and it don't matter if you're white. It don't matter if you're black. It don't matter what you are. You a selfish bastard. Because, like, our issues are class one. Fred Hampton said it. We're in a class struggle, god damn it. So I don't care if you Latino, Latinx, however you qualify yourself. There are people in that race, whatever, however you want to qualify it, that are practically class traders. They only care about their class. They don't care about the rest of the LGBTQ, the rest of the white people. Like, rich white people don't give a damn about poor white people.
No. I got called a race trader the other day. That was fun.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? But they don't even know what they're talking about.
No.
I mean, they talk about a race trader. They have no idea what they're talking about. I mean, but their ignorance wouldn't allow them to see it. And it's useless even trying to talk to these people, because you can't tell nobody what they don't know. They don't know what they don't know. I mean, but like, that's it for how long we been on here? It ain't even been an hour yet. But we done with that first part right there. You see, YouTube is different from how we used to do it before. Because I could get people and we could have like a conversation. They could talk to me. I like that better. I like being able to talk to people, and then we could branch off from this and talk about other stuff. What's up, General Secretary? Yeah, we could branch off and talk about other stuff. Like, there's no ceasefire no more. I've never seen this kind of what is it? Malfeasance? I think it's malfeasance when you deliberately, like, doing some bullshit. I think it's called malfeasance. Ineptitude. Ineptitude. Like, what word do you use for this? Because I've been seeing it. Like, 1 minute there's a ceasefire, the war is ended, we ended the war. I mean, and then they're still bombing. People still getting bombed and blown away. But like, Trump is talking about they ended like 8 wars. I ended 8 wars. People still getting bombed all over the place.
Right. Yeah, it's a joke. I don't even know what 8 wars he ended, but he's been doing nothing but starting shit since he's been in office.
I mean, like, but the ceasefire is already over. I mean, but like, if you're living in a world like this where all these things are going on around you and you really don't know how to deal with it, you just take a deep breath and you come all the way down to wherever you live at. That's where you start from. I mean, the journey of 1,000 miles or whatever, 100 miles, start but with one step. You're going next door, knowing your community, knowing the people in the community and how to serve the people in your community, to organize them to be able to fight back against the evil empire. I mean, but like, my whole life, I never watched Star Wars. When I was growing up, I wasn't a big of Star Wars. I wasn't a big fan of Star Wars. I don't know why. I mean, well, I guess because I wasn't into those ideas, those philosophical, political ideas. Like they never were really in my mind and stuff. But as an adult now, and I watch Star Wars, and I like anybody that watch Star Wars that know anything about Star Wars. Jeremy, you watch Star Wars?
Oh God, yeah. I'm
You
a
watch?
big old
You
nerd
ever
when
heard
it comes to.
anybody? You ever heard anybody in Star Wars said, "Yo, wait till we vote for the Democrats or Republicans to change things"?
No.
Like they're gonna vote to get rid of Darth Vader.
Right,
Like,
exactly. That's what we're
like
doing right now.
you never hear none of that stuff because it's crazy. It makes
Yeah.
absolutely no sense. But in real life, we think like if you vote, you can remove these people from position of power because like they've made us that they've made all of us that ignorance with the continuous what's his name call it like Americans are the most propagandized people.
We
What was
are.
it?
We
Yeah,
are. Yeah.
what's his name? The pedophile, Jason, Noam Chomsky. But be that as
Right.
it may. I mean, yo, like what?
Oh, no, listen.
Oh, you just but you took my mind away just now.
It's Noam Chomsky.
Yeah, Noam Chomsky, the most propaganda. That's why we really don't know. Because they spend all this time through our music, through the sports. Yo, like I play video games. I didn't even know it. I didn't know my whole life. That's like you would call me a gamer. But I am a gamer.
Do
Like,
you?
yeah, I am a
Hell
gamer.
yeah.
Like
So am I.
my mind, that's what you play.
Right now I'm playing Marathon. I'm getting my ass kicked.
What's Marathon?
It's like an extraction shooter, and I suck at it really bad. I play like Call of Duty, stuff like that.
How long you been playing that Extraction?
Just like a month. It's only been out like a few weeks.
Yo,
It's
it's
hard.
gonna take you a while to get good, man.
Right?
Like what you mean? Yo,
I know.
stop complaining, man. I've been
I'm one
playing
of
this
those types. Like if I'm not good at something right away, I get mad at myself. I don't. It's weird.
Nah, not yo.
I just yeah.
Now I get the feeling because like I play the show, but the reason why I play the video games, like my whole life, like the video games have always enabled me to calm down, to slow down my thinking.
Yep.
My mind be going everywhere. Like I just keep thinking. I think they call it ruminating thoughts, but my mind keep going and like playing the video. For me to like, I play the show, MLB the show. So for me to be able to hit that baseball, like I have to really like block everything out and really focus on that baseball. And me playing the game is like really the only time that I get to escape from reality. I mean, what's going on around me. I mean, so I play the game, and that's the way for me to escape. Yo, if you're dealing with all this stuff and you need to find a way, like you're stressed out, you don't know what's going on, you're not happy, you feel depressed. Yo, at the root of it is everything that's going on around you that you know is going on, but you really can't touch it. You really can't define it. And that's what these political educators are here for. They're here to teach you that. Yo, I was talking to somebody on social media today. I tried to send him the link. I wanted him to come through so we could have this conversation. But he was on social media and they was talking about, yo, somebody asked, hey, yo, Bernard Clark, General Secretary, ain't that your people?
No, he's not my people. And
What happened to Bernard? Why he not your people?
he was never my people. It was somebody on Facebook that we.
That's what we had the debate with, right?
Yeah, like what makes him my people? He's
Yeah, but like, why she look like she mad because I asked her that?
Man, you get an earful.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, yo, it is what he is, but he's still a person though. But he posted on social media. Let me tell you what he posted. Yo, Patience was mad at me just now for bringing that up. But he said, "Would you support America if we dropped an atomic bomb on Iran?" Yo, he posted this. He posted this yesterday. Yo, like I could read it. No, hell no. Why? No, I would not. Every life matters. I guess the question is, how would you feel if it were Philadelphia? I'd push the button. This person that said I'd push the button. Yo, I told him to come here. I wanted him to explain to me why he would push the button.
Yeah,
I mean, because like we had a conversation on the thread. I mean that yo, I'll read it. Yo, what he said. Let me see what he said. He said, I don't even see his comments anymore. Did he remove it?
He get banned.
No, he said he couldn't come through because the reception at work is not that good. Yeah, he said his reception at work not that good. But we was
Oh, I
having a
got you.
conversation, and he said that black people want to kill all white people and all black people want reparations. So I told him like both statements were not made on this thread. No one on this thread said that if all black people wanted white people dead, you wouldn't be so comfortable. Black people, by and large, too brainwashed to reach such a level of social consciousness. We black people can't afford the time required to ponder killing all white people. That's in your racist, bigoted mind. These are the lies you have been told to justify the hatred you have for people you don't even know. It's cool. I get it. That is regular. Black people not seeking reparations from you or white people. No one knows you. Who are you? The government that has systematically abused black people is who they seek redress from. I personally think it's useless. I personally think it's useless seeking reparations. That's not how imperialism works. These sociopaths won't repair what they need broken to survive. These sociopaths are not going to give reparations to repair communities or make them whole. And they need to exploit these communities for them to be rich, for them not to work. Like it's counter to me. So when people come around telling me like reparations, it shows their level of political understanding, awareness. You need some political education. Pull up. We have classes on Wednesday. He said he had work, and then there's too much noise back there. But these classes are important for us to talk to each other.
Mhm.
These political classes are important. Like the conversation I was having with him, he jumped out the window. He just saying black people want to kill all white people, and I'm like who told you that? I'm like, and if black people were running around, all black people outside want to go kill white people, white people would not be walking around so comfortable. Everybody would not be walking around so comfortable. Black people are not thinking at all about doing anything to a white person. They're too afraid. They're too scared of going to jail. They're too afraid of the world around them. I mean, but as a white person, to be sitting there and thinking in your mind, like this is what consumes black people's minds. Like that's deep. That's real deep. I mean, because I'm telling you, the black people I know, they're too worried about bills. Like how I'm gonna pay the bill, where I'm gonna sleep at tomorrow, what I'm gonna eat, to be thinking about like I should go kill all white people. They just crazy. It's crazy, but people really believe this. But why do they believe that? How did they get those ideas inside of their minds? If you want to change anything in the community, you attack those spaces that put the ideas in their mind. And that's the conversation I was gonna have with him today. I mean, like, man, ain't no government paying no reparations. And if they do pay reparations, let's say the government give every black person $100,000. By tomorrow they're gonna find ways to take that 100,000 back. And then for the rest of our lives, they're gonna be saying we gave you reparations. We gave you reparations. So what are you complaining about? I mean, so the only black people in the community that's trying to lead a reparation movement are the scammers. Because they know once that money comes, just like it happened with Jews. Jews got reparation, but that money didn't go to all Jews. Like all Jews not rich. You got poor Jews. You got people that are Jewish that are poor. They didn't get the money for reparations. Like I heard Norman Finkelstein. He's the one that really educated me on this. If you don't know who Norman Finkelstein is, he's like one of the like I want to say the most educated person on the Palestinian and Israeli conflict, but I can't even say that. I mean, because like I just know him because he's in America and he's a white man in America and he was able to write all these books, so I know about him here. I'm quite sure it's Palestinians that know all about that conflict. But be that as it may, because I like Norm. I mean, Norm was one of my heroes at one point. He's still my hero right now, even though I see limitations. I mean, in and whatever. But be that as it may, Norman Finkelstein, who is Jewish, his parents were Jewish. I mean, he said it. He said when they got the reparation, when Jews got the reparation, it did not go down to people that were poor, people that didn't have money. It didn't go down to people like him. It was basically the scammers in the Jewish religion and Jewish leadership, whatever. They're the one that got the money and were able to eat off it. And he said they continued that scam like his whole life from World War II all the way to present. Like I forgot what he called them. There's a term he used that profiteering of the Holocaust, whatever. But there was a term he used for these people. But going back to what I was saying, when they give out reparations, it's not like that money is not filtering down to everybody. And once that money has come down and that money is gone, then what? What you do now?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's like the only thing you can really do is organizing your communities to build institutions in the community to serve the people, because those institutions live on after we die. They carry on. I mean, they carry on the institutional memory that we need to be able to understand these beasts that we fight against. I mean, because like very soon, man, people are gonna forget. Yo, like for the hell of me, I don't know how I forgot all about the war last year. I forgot Iran even had a war last year, yo. I truly forgot. Like it be so many wars, so many stuff going on. Like when it first started, like I'm thinking back, like, damn, that was last year.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, that was last year. It was last June. Like, because things move so quick. It's always something else. We're bombarded with so much information. It's hard to stay focused. And that's why these classes are important. Us having these classes every week, being on these social media spaces, talking about the same issues over and over, casting that wild net, trying to find people that are serious about changing the conditions around us. I mean, that's our duty as revolutionaries, as the vanguard. That's what our duty is, to continue to fight. There's gonna be some ebbs or whatever. We're gonna be going through like the bad part, the good times, but we keep going. We keep going. We keep going down that yellow brick road. You don't tap out. I mean, and if you're feeling down, we pick each other up. I mean, so like, yeah, I don't know if the general secretary told you, but your room and everything is already ready for you, my guy.
Yep, I can't wait to come down.
What up?
Sunday.
Did you get a text from the
I did.
Airbnb?
Yep. Everything's good to go.
All right. Oh, perfect. Like when you come down here, I already got a list of who you're gonna pick up. Maybe like 2 people.
Okay.
Maybe like two children. Maybe two, like go to 2 homes and you try to get them to school as soon as possible. And
Okay.
I want you to document it.
I can do that.
I want you to document it. Like try to have a conversation with them. When you come down on Sunday, when you get here on Sunday, we're gonna go meet the family. I'm gonna introduce you to their mother, introduce you to their parents, and let them know that you coming to pick them up the days that you're here. I mean, but yo, that's organizing. That's what all this is about. Because now you're going to meet 2 families that you never knew of, that you never were a part of. This kids that you're going to be meeting. Like this is how you enter into communities, how you do intercommunalism, and we're working hand in hand, boots on the ground. I mean, you don't have to be out here rallying, wearing out your soles of your sneakers, out here screaming, whose streets is this? You don't need to do none of that goofy shit.
Yeah. Right. Come on.
Yeah, you don't need to do. You go directly to the people.
Yes.
Directly to the people when you work with the people. And I'm telling you, like, so in the morning, you take them to school, you come back, you could go back to whatever you're doing, to go back and go like write down, document what you did that day, or you could go home and go take a nap, because then what you call it, at 1 o'clock we're gonna start again. We're gonna leave again at 1 o'clock to start picking them up from school to go to the after school program. When we get there, do their homework, do the boxing, whatever they eat, and then we take them all home. We write down again what you did, whatever the interaction with the kids, and then like do it all over the next day. But those families that you're working with, those children that you're working with, that's the work right there. Every single day. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing down here when you come, man. I mean, when he's down here, he's gonna document and have all this stuff. I don't know. I may have a couple of things for us to do, like go to a couple of neighborhoods.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm down for whatever you want to do. I'm there to help.
Because I don't play the City Hall game real tough, man. I try to stay away from what they're doing. I like to highlight the contradiction, but I haven't been to City Hall in a minute. I haven't been there. Yo, if we go to City Hall. Yo, we go to City Hall. Just to see the faces of those people. Man, damn, if they had a meeting, were they having any meeting coming up? Oh man, we could have went to the council meeting. Your jaw would have dropped if you see how they're gonna behave when I walk up in there.
Oh, that'd be great. We should do that. That'll be our next trip.
Oh man, but word up. But in the next 2 months too, we're gonna be having a community day. So we're gonna be doing that too. And I hope like as many people can come around from around the country. We're gonna have a community day in the hood. We're gonna bring out the bouncy houses for the kids. We're gonna bring the grill out, the food, the music, everything. And we're gonna introduce ourselves to the community. I mean, but we done for this week, man. So what's going on? What's today? Today's Wednesday. Tomorrow. What time are we on tomorrow? 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. We got Becky coming on for the first time, too.
All power to the people.
This will be a first ever podcast, so.
All power to the people. So tomorrow morning, we're going to be talking, tell him we're going to bring the grill out for him. Yo, Poppy late as hell. Poppy talking about tell him we're going to bring the grill out for him. Poppy burnt.
Nice.
He don't be here for nothing. Instagram has disconnected the stream.
Per hour.
Disconnect streams after 1 hour. All right, see you later, Instagram.
I didn't know
Deuces,
today.
bro. Like they talking about they leave after an hour. Nobody care if you leaving. But we straight, man. We straight. So tomorrow, 10 o'clock, we most likely we're gonna be talking about Trump and the ceasefire that never was.
Yeah, right.
I mean, so well, you know what Becky want to talk about?
Huh?
You know what Becky want to talk about tomorrow?
Oh, so pretty much just gonna talk about all this stuff that's going on, give her opinion on what's going on in politics and everything like that. Give her perspective.
When you going live?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the ceasefire that never was.
When you going live again?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Tomorrow 10.
No. After
that, Sunday. Oh, actually, no, I won't be going live Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday because I'll be in Jersey. So,
but why can't you go live when you're in Jersey?
Oh, I probably will. I just don't know what time. We could probably do a podcast together while we're out there.
Yeah, no, but you could do it like right from your room. You got the laptop and stuff, right?
Nope, that's the one thing I'm missing. I need a laptop.
Oh man,
so I got my computer.
If you had the laptop, you could do it right from wherever you at.
Yep.
But yeah, we got a fundraise for that. Yo, what's up with the GoFundMe, bro?
I got set up. I gotta send you the link for it.
Yeah, send me the link, man. Because look, all this stuff we're doing. You see, UEP Newton said you got to go to the businesses and ask them for the money. Yep. And yo, people, if you out there and you're interested in the work that we do in the community, yo, you want to help, yo, send that donation in, man. We're gonna get the GoFundMe out.
The Cash App is also scrolling on the thing.
The Cash App is scrolling on the screen too. But the after school program to feed the kids, to do all these things, yo, we need resources coming in. Yo, not only that, we want you to build these institutions in your community. However, you need help getting them up in your community, we want to help. You'll get in touch with us, man. But till next time, all power to the people. I live for the people. I die for the people. It'll talk to you tomorrow morning, Jeremy.
All right. I'll see you then.